Welcome to our presentation on Verizon Communications, brought to you by the following people: Jacob Young, Justin Dent, Amanda Crandall, Michael Krasnowski, Ryan Lucchese, Mu Chen, and Sarah Harden.
Contrary to what many believe, Verizon Communications is not only a cell phone provider, it also competes in the market of internet and home phone providers. The name originated from the words Veritas, meaning reliability, and Horizon, to represent looking into the future. Verizon has stayed true to its name because it is constantly ranked number 1 in customer satisfaction, all while building a strong product base fueled by the creativity of the company. So, what is Verizon? Well, you may recognize the former companies Bell Atlantic Corp and GTE. These companies merged to form the company that stands before you today. So let's take a look at the strategy employed by the company.
Cost leadership. Verizon has launched a pricing structure for voice and data plans that they believe will help retain current customers as well as appeal to new customers while remaining able to keep customers' costs in their competitive range. Alliance strategy. Alltel is a prominent example of the alliance strategies that Verizon has. The acquisition of Alltel was very important for Verizon for both financial reasons as well as the quality of the company. After the acquisition of Alltel, Verizon experienced a 10.7% revenue growth from 2008. Also, because of obtaining Alltel, Verizon officially became the largest wireless provider in the U.S. as measured by total number of customers and revenue. Alltel's technology platform ensured a smooth transition and marked Verizon number 1 in customer satisfaction by Consumer Reports in 2009. Innovation strategy. Verizon values a strong innovation strategy alongside its other strategies. Verizon's innovation includes priming itself with the new launch of its 4G network, which will open the gateway to new and exciting products. These new products range from its broadband service provider to its vast array of cellular devices. These new products range from its broadband service provider to its vast array of cellular devices. The results of these new products have caused Verizon to gain the attention of industry analysts, namely J.D. Power and Associates, which ranked Verizon with the highest customer satisfaction rating. The results of these new products have caused Verizon to gain the attention of industry analysts, namely J.D. Power and Associates, which ranked Verizon with the highest customer satisfaction ratings.
Verizon Communications employs 2 corporate business strategies. Verizon uses supply chain management to its advantage to help keep its customers happy. To obtain this, Verizon seeks out the best employees possible, and to do this has signed a multi-year contract with ProcureStaff Limited, which is a leading provider of human resource supply chain management. What does ProcureStaff do exactly? It allows Verizon the ability to leverage its purchasing power via reverse auction e-commerce methodology. This equips Verizon with global acquisition, tracking, reporting, purchase order generation, electronic timekeeping, and hierarchical approvals. Verizon's second strategy is enterprise resource planning. High-profile customers demand service levels that strain Verizon's ability to maintain necessary inventory levels to meet customer satisfaction. As a result, Verizon contracted TC Logistics to make use of their program ROI Plus to help determine the least cost inventory stocking strategy. ROI Plus identified the high-profile inventory items of Verizon and helped to reduce on-hand inventory from $12.2 million to $7.1 million, which generated a total annual savings of $30 million.
SWOT analysis and organization and culture. Verizon has a wide variety of strengths. Among these strengths are significant growth in the past decade, movement from 3G coverage to 4G coverage, widely viewed communications plans, a huge amount of services, and quality products and service. On the other hand, Verizon has several weaknesses. Verizon's phones are not capable of performing voice and data functions at the same time. Verizon is still not number one in the service provider industry in the United States. Verizon has opportunities in the marketplace. Verizon could be acquiring smaller local service providers, as well as expanding their services and coverage. They come into contact with several threats. These threats are the turbulent, changing environment and their competition, which affects their business strategy on a daily basis.
Verizon's organizational culture is split up into 4 categories. These categories are domestic wireless, domestic telecom, information systems, and international. These units organize the company into functions. The industry climate is always changing. The service provider industry is widely used, and there's low novelty of this business. People will always need services. The environmental turbulence level, which is determined by the industry's competition and environment, is estimated at 3 out of 5. The corporate culture is diverse but aged. Most of the employees are older than the industry average. They have over 2,115 employees. Their company culture is heavily affected by the mergers of smaller service providers to complete the Verizon Corporation. These mergers affect the culture and make the services more accessible.
Porter's 5 forces affects Verizon in multiple ways. Supplier power is not a major issue for Verizon, as they obtain all of the necessary supplies directly from dealers. Furthermore, Verizon's materials do not consist of anything that would be considered rare or hard to find. The threat of new entrants is also of little concern to Verizon, as Verizon's major competition consists of well-established companies that already dominate the market, such as AT&T, Sprint, and T-Mobile. Where Verizon does feel pressure is in buyer power, because customers have multiple companies to choose from when obtaining their devices. Some individuals are swayed by various brands or location of residence, where signal strength may play a huge factor in their decision-making. Also, exclusivity contracts can play a major role here, such as AT&T's long-time contract to be the sole carrier of the iPhone. The threat of substitutes can also be an issue for Verizon, as they tend to be considered pricier than its competition. While Verizon may deliver a good product, other companies may offer something comparable at a cheaper price. Companies like AT&T are considered to have lesser coverage, but their contracts are also a lot more flexible. AT&T's recent move to obtain T-Mobile will only boost its strength, making an even stronger alternative to Verizon.
Verizon has evolved into the company that it is today because of its rich history of innovation. By staying ahead of other companies in innovation, they are able to expand their products and customer base. Verizon is able to utilize the key enterprise systems, specifically supply chain management and enterprise resource planning. By doing so, Verizon can manage their business efficiently and effectively. Our recommendations for future strategy would be to continue to expand their coverage, as well as make their phones more globally capable. I hope you have enjoyed our presentation of Verizon Wireless and have learned some useful information. From all of us from the Verizon Communications team, stay classy, Jeff Birch.